Hey guys, it's Kendl and today I'm going to be sharing with you my coming out story, but more in depth, and also what my experiences have been like within the LGBTQ+ community. Before we get started, I would like to thank Pride Palace for allowing me to actually film this video and share it along with you guys. I am a YouTuber, or at least I'm trying to grow as a YouTuber within the community, so this opportunity is really awesome, and I would just like to thank you guys for allowing me to do this. Just a little information you might want to know about me before I get more in depth of my coming out story is my pronouns are she, her. I am bisexual, I'm 15, I live in California, and I'm filming this video right here, which you are watching. Hi there. I've known that I didn't just like guys since the 7th grade, I would say. I'm a sophomore in high school currently, so it's been a little while. I came out on June 22nd of 2019, which is last year, so I've been out and proud and loud about being bisexual for over a year now. It all started when I was having a complete meltdown. I was just bawling my eyes out in my room because I was dealing with a lot of internalized homophobia and possibly confusion because I didn't know if what I was feeling was just a phase or if it was wrong. Even though I didn't have anything against gay people, I just didn't know what I felt, or if what I felt was okay, or if it was normal. I didn't know what to do about it. So I was just sitting there crying, and my dad walked into my room, and obviously he was confused and he was worried. He was like, "What's going on? You need to talk to me about this because you can't just be crying in your room without telling me what's wrong," because he was genuinely worried. I didn't want to lie to him because I kind of knew that they already knew, but I didn't think I was ready to come out yet. But at this point I was just freaking out and didn't have any control over my emotions anymore, so it just kind of spilled out. I was like, I'm bisexual, and he just sat there and he like hugged me for a good 5 minutes in silence, and it showed how much he cared and how much he knows that I didn't need to be afraid. I didn't need to be crying in my room being scared of the way that I was feeling because it was okay. Then after talking to him about it for a little bit, my mom walked into the same room and she had the exact same reaction as my dad did. She was like, "What's going on? I'm worried, you need to tell me." And then I told her, and she was like, what took you so long? She legitimately said that. She was like, "I thought something was genuinely wrong. You don't need to be crying over being bisexual," because it was pretty obvious at that point. I think I had gotten kind of comfortable with the idea, but I just wasn't completely sure, and I knew that my parents were going to have a positive reaction to it, and they didn't really care, and they knew that I am still Kendl. It's just another tiny piece of information about me that doesn't change who I am. It's just what kind of people I'm attracted to, and that doesn't really matter. But I don't know, it's confusing, especially while I was in the 8th grade. I was in the 7th grade. Frick. I was in the 7th grade. I knew that I was bisexual because I was like, oh yeah, boys. Yeah, they're alright, boys are alright. And then I had a crush on one of my really good friends, who I'm still actually really good friends with today. And I still don't think she knows this, but I've told a few of my friends. She was like the first girl I ever had a crush on, but it was weird because she had a crush on another guy, and I knew she was bisexual also. But my brain just, I don't know what was happening. I was confused. I was in the 7th grade. But overall, I just knew that I didn't care. I didn't care what someone looked like, or, you know, what gender they were born with. I just care about the person. It's always about the person and who they are and what they're like, and if I enjoy spending time with them, that is what matters to me. My experience with being bisexual has been kind of interesting. Once I came out to a few of my friends, or I like posted on social media, I was like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm bisexual, and everyone was like, oh okay, cool. A few of my friends had actually stopped talking to me over time because some of my friends who happen to be guys and grew up in a very different environment than I did, having to do with acceptance around LGBTQ plus people. They thought that I was just a lesbian. As soon as they heard bisexual, they were like, oh, she likes girls. Ew. That really hurt, because one of the people that I had been best friends with since like the 3rd grade just stopped talking to me because either they were upset that I didn't tell them sooner, or they were just weirded out by the thought of me liking a girl. That really affected me, and I think I was just more angry than I was sad about it, you know? Of course I have my friends who are like, I don't care who you like, you're awesome, I love you, and that hits the heart. It's just like, they don't see me any different than how they saw me 5 years ago. Hypothetically, let's say I were to be currently in a relationship with a guy, and I would be sitting here making a video for an LGBTQ plus channel talking about my coming out story while in a relationship with a guy. Some people would have a problem with it, and some people would think that the guy would be super uncomfortable with me making a video about the gay community. You know, it's so difficult, because if I were to like a guy, I know for a fact that some people would be like, that's weird because you're so passionate about being a part of the community, yet you have a boyfriend. Isn't that weird? I can understand how some people would see that as weird, but it's not if the guy is okay with it, and if he's not okay with it, then that would be a problem for me, because the people that I've met in the community and my experience and being in a relationship with the guy does not change the fact that I'm bisexual. I'm not gonna cheat on him. I'm not gonna have a crush on a girl while being with him. It doesn't change who I am, and it doesn't change how I'm going to act around that person, if it were a guy or a girl. It doesn't matter to me. It would really suck if it would affect the guy, but it's just, I feel like a lot of communication has to be included in the relationship, and I know of several other people who have been in relationships with the opposite gender and then they got hate for it because they were so passionate about being a part of the LGBTQ plus community, which it sucks. It sucks, and it happens to a lot of us, and I'm not sure if that's something that some people didn't know happened. If you are an ally of the LGBTQ plus community, yes, it does sometimes happen. Yes, it sucks. But that doesn't change who I am, and that doesn't change who you are, and I think all we can really do is just be there and support each other and be happy for one another. Be happy that we are happy. I'm so incredibly thankful to have friends who support me and to be able to do things like this. Being on a channel with like other people, a part of the community, who are so passionate about it and who are so willing and open to educating others, as well as collabing and doing stuff surrounding the topic of LGBTQ+. So that is super important to me, and I'm so happy that I have been able to sit here and talk to you guys about it. I think that's all I'm going to say for now. I hope that I get to see you guys in future videos. We'll see what happens. If you want to check me out on any of my social medias, all of them, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, it's all at It's Kendl Nicole, ITSKENDLNICOLE. If you've made it to the end and you want to be able to hear other people's coming out stories and what other people's experiences within the LGBTQ+ community has been like, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I hope I will be able to post on here again, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit the like button also, because it really helps us out a lot, and we're really trying to grow and to be able to make content for you guys that involves acceptance and love. A quick reminder that you matter. You are important. You are loved. We care about you. We really do. And you're doing your best, and your best is enough. Alright? So don't put yourself down, because all of us are going through similar experiences, especially with the hard times in quarantine and school starting back up again, which is incredibly messy and possibly difficult and stressful for some of you. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and hopefully I'll see you guys later. Bye!